Alright, thank you for registering for the free Canva class, and I can assure you you're not going to regret it. It's going to be a fun-filled time. Straight away, let me get into the pre-class video recording, which is what I'm recording on my screen now to share with you, and a phone version for people working on phone screens using their Canva on phone. A phone version will be shared alongside this. Alright, so basically I'm going to be walking you through what Canva is about and how to navigate around, so that when I say go to so place, we're not taking too long to do that, and everybody can just get to the business of the day when 2nd of September comes. Alright, so when you sign up for Canva, you should see some information that come up like this that says you try for 30 days. I'm using this account, which is a free account that I have, to make a demo of this that I'm doing. Don't get it twisted, you can actually do a lot of things with the Canva free account, but you can also find it very frustrating to do some things without being paid for. Canva is very cheap. I'll get into that in the class. I'll explain how cheap it can be and how easy it is for maybe 4 to 5 people to team up together and even get it at a very cheap price. So I don't subscribe to the people who do 900 naira for Canva, 1000. I don't subscribe to that. It's a business that you're doing, and I believe that you don't want somebody to do that to your business, so why do that to others? That's not why I'm here today. So I will advise you subscribe to the 30 days free trial. That's if you have not used it up before, but even if you have, I know that Nigerians always have more than one email. All you can do is to use one other email that you have to sign up for Canva afresh for the purpose of this class, because without the paid version or the free trial version, you won't be able to follow along some of the things that we'll be doing. So get that done. I will close this now because I've already gone with the free version on my own hand here. So straight away, when you are in Canva, this is what the interface looks like. You see the home button, the project button. The project is where you find all your projects, just like this here. And if I have a lot of projects going on, I can come up here to the search bar and type a name of something I'm looking for, or just scroll through like this. Then templates, as the name suggests, is templates, the place where you find templates. Photos is a place where you find photos. It's very simple, just straightforward. Canva is that simple crazy. One of their values is to make complex things very simple. So you find that everywhere you go. Icon, so you can already understand where I'm going. You can create your follow. It's also a social media platform, so you see people who have followings. I'm not going to go into that. That's not the aim of a class. So on this left again, we have the brand. So the brand kit basically is a place where you define your brand, define the colors, just like these illustrations here. You define your colors, you define your logo, you define your fonts, you define the images you want to use, such that if you're working in a team, you can share your document with somebody else and it moves things around and it still stays in that look and feel. Nothing changes massively. So that's all. And one beautiful place that you all love, I can assure you, is this place called the Canva apps. For those who have already laid their hands on Canva would understand that this is a beautiful place to be. They are already grouped as all apps, and apps that are for your workplace essentials, apps that are AI powered. We're going to explore some of them. Productivity apps, design essentials. Then this place is for sharing and publish, apps that have to do with sharing and publish. Say for instance, I want to share to Twitter. There's a way I can link my Twitter. There's a way I can also share. Maybe I did a design of a book and I want it to flip as the person is reading the book. This helps you to do that. All of them have their functions. I'm not going to get into that now. Recently they came up with segmenting the Canva for teams. For teams, yes, into different categories. Marketing, creative, HR, sales. You can please explore that, but so that I can keep this video short and straight to the point, I'm not going to waste time with that. Then we have content planner. Content planner basically is that you can see what is happening on each day of the year, and even when you have things that you are putting up for maybe coming up that you want to share, you can link this calendar to your social media account, and your designs can be posted when they need to go out, like more like scheduling what you want to share. Here we have product photos, and basically what that is that magically edit your photos to get your product ready for sale, so that if I take a picture of a shoe that I'm selling, it's not just looking awkward. This is like another place where you can work on your product before you share them. And mock-ups are a way of showing your work in a more realistic way. Say for instance, I did a presentation and I want to show it before I show it. So what that means is I can put it on the screen and show to you. And there are subcategories, and within these subcategories there are even more categories. So that's that about this place. I would go to create a new document now, and that is here, create a new design. And when I want to create a new design, it pops up with this, and it categorizes all the designs. Like I said, Canva is very simple to use. Categorize all the designs, and I can choose that I want to work on something that has to do with let's say social media, and I want it to be Instagram. So if I click that, immediately it opens me a blank Instagram page, and on the left again I can come to design, look for templates. If I choose a template, I can click it or just hover on it with my mouse, and I'll see what it's like, what is going on there. Let's take this one for example. This is a template I want to work on. I can modify it by clicking and moving things around. I can make changes. I can change colors. So take for instance, let's say we come back to this place, and we'll say let's go to styles on that template. I can click on these colors and watch what happens. It changes not just the color, even the font style. That's how easy it is to work in Canva. That's one of the reasons why you need to also sign up for the paid one, so that you can enjoy some of those features. Can you see that? You just one click and a lot of changes happen. Let's go back to what it was originally. We can use this button, or we do Command Z or Control Z. Then here we have what we call elements. Elements are the things that make up your design. Basically, this place shows your recently used. These are the things I've used recently. This place shows shapes. So if I want a square, let's create a new page. To create a new page, I'll click add page, or on the corner here, add page. I can change the color of the background by clicking this color here. After clicking this background, click this color here and come to the right, change it to white. I can close this to give some space. I can bring in a square by clicking it, or I can drag in shapes also. The same thing for lines. I can click or just drag them in, and I can change their colors also. So I can move it around. Let's go back. We have graphics, and you can see all. You can search more. For instance, if we're looking for location icon, I can see if I've seen what I'm looking for. I can click and bring it in. It's that simple and straightforward. Canva is that easy and straightforward. Same thing for your text. Let's create a new page, either here or here. Let's click that. Excuse me. And I can bring in a heading. I can bring in a subheading. I can bring in a body text, and all of this I can still further edit by changing their properties here. Now I can change the font, I can change the size, I can change the color, I can change if it's bold or not bold, I can change it to italicize it or not, underline it or not, change it to uppercase or lower or sentence case. I can change everything about it here, and even if I don't find all the options I want, I can click here to show me more. This same bar at the top here applies to anything that is actively being used. Let's create a new page and add let's for the sake of this next page, I'm going to go to my uploads. Now uploads are the things you've uploaded into Canva. For instance, I've uploaded this design. After I designed it on my other Canva account, I uploaded it here, and I can bring it in as a JPEG. If I want to make edits to this, immediately I click on this and bring it in. These options at the top are options that apply to this picture. How do I mean? For instance, if I go to the corner and I begin to play with the rounding, you can see that it rounds the edges for me. I can also say I want the outline to be this thick. I can also come to the outline color and change it to red. I can as well say transparency and bring it down. So basically, the bar above here is telling you that whatever you see up here is applicable to this picture. So for instance, I wanted to do something else, maybe edit the way the colors look, but that is not applicable here. So all I need to do is see all. Same thing applies for the text. I can come here and maybe what I'm looking for is not all here. I can say see all, and then I see more options. So if I click here now, I'll say see all, and I can change these colors here to a duotone effect. I can undo back to what it was and say I want to do those things I did earlier. Change the outline color to yellow. You can say see all again and continue to edit it. Basically, I can continue to edit it. There are other things I can do. I can come here and say I want to make it blurry, and it's asking me, do I want to blur some areas or the entire area? So for me, I want to blur maybe some area, so I will just stay with brush and hard blur. Brush size, can you see the size of the brush is increasing? So if I come here and I apply blur here, it blurs that off. In case I'm having areas in the design I don't want to show, it blurs that off. And I can as well say make it for the whole image, and that's done. Now we're going to undo that step. Let's click this away, undo until we have a clear image. Great. Now we're going to go to brand. So the brand is not applicable to us right now because this account is still free, it's not paid. So those things I explained, being able to put your logo, your color, your font, your brand voice, the photos, graphics, icons, they are only applicable to you when you've paid. Uploads, I've already explained that. Draw basically gives you the opportunity to use your own hands to make drawings. So I can change the color of whatever pen I'm going to use before I take them, and I'll begin to draw. While I'm drawing, I can take another color and continue with that. I can change to this marker pen, I can change to this highlighter pen, and I can increase the weight of the size of the brush, and you can see it previewing over here. I can change the color to a light green. So that's what draw is about. Projects are basically the things you've uploaded here before, like maybe a PDF file, a Word file, anything you've uploaded that is a document, you find them in projects. And apps is the wow place that we'll also explore on that day. So that's just to guide you through what the work area is about. I'd like to show you just a few shortcuts that will help you. If you want to get text into your work area, press T. The T gets your text box into your work area. If you want to get a shape like a square, you can press the R, which starts with the square, then you can move it into rectangle. If you remember R for rectangle, rectangle is close to square, you press R. If you want a circle, you can press a C. If you want a line, press L. Now, if peradventure you're doing things and you don't know where to get something from, there is a shortcut. There is a / key which carries a question mark on top of it on your keyboard. If you click on that, press on that rather, you will find everything you're looking for. because that comes up with this floating window which you can now search in. I can say I'm looking for a frame, for instance, frame. So immediately on the left it's trying to locate the frames for me, and so that we can use the frame, let me go back to where picture was. I'm going to delete these ones. While I'm waiting for the frame to load, I'll also remove this outline by reducing it to 0. I'll also remove these curves. So let's say I want to frame this work in a circle. Let me shrink it, bring this circle here. This is not showing now because of network. But if I drag it over, you can see something is there. Let me just quickly reload. Okay, that's reloaded. So I'm going to repeat this process. To get this out, I'm going to right click and say detach image. So I've detached the image. How I got this frame, you remember, was to press the / and to type frames, and on the left the frames showed, and I chose a circle. So I can drag this over the circle and it stays inside the circle. And while I'm here, I can still make edits to it. Like I said, the options above, I see more, and I can still do whatever I want to do to it. I can add shadow, for instance. Let's use this lift. The shadow is within the circle. I can increase the intensity or reduce intensity. So basically, those are basics. This is not to show you how you will do the work that you need to do on that day. No, this is just to get you prepared so that you can get comfortable, try your hands on all these things I've done. You can play the video at a slower speed so that you can grasp everything. I had to cramp everything into a fast speaking video for the sake of time. So thank you, and I'll see you on the 2nd of September, 8 p.m. Thank you very much. Bye.